Hello, hello, welcome. So this is just a quick little assembly tutorial on how 3 different ways to use my little fussy cut envelope template that I came up with. So there's 3 different scenarios really that happen in my life. So usually when I'm working with a kit, there's always leftovers, and I've been trying to think of a way to organize them in a way that I know that this goes with this kit and this goes with that kit. That way I'm like, oh, there was this really cool fussy cut in that one kit, and I know where to go get it. So that's this is me trying to figure out how to make my life more organized. So I'm hoping this will help you as well. So, okay. So here are the 2 pages that you will get when you purchase the kit. And here's the first scenario, okay? You just print it out on cardstock, cut them out, and then use these if you have leftover papers, or maybe you printed double-sided and you did something you didn't mean to or whatever. You don't want to waste it. So then just use this paper and just, trace around it, cut it, assemble the envelope, which we'll do in a minute, and then there you go. There's one option. Okay, another option is if you haven't printed your papers out yet and you don't necessarily have extras or leftovers, and you're maybe planning ahead like I'm doing with this one. This is actually from my European Christmas market kit, and I'm going to be doing a project on that, and I know I'm going to have leftovers, so I'm just kind of planning ahead. So what I did with this one, I went ahead and printed the page, and then I printed the template on the back. But here's my thing. I printed it upside down. Whoops. So, but you know what? That's okay. Rather than print it all over again, I'm actually going to use my cardstock templates and, just trace around it and do it like I originally said. But this is an option. If you can figure out your printer what's upside down and which way to go, you can print it here and then print the template on the back and then just cut on the back and you're good to go. Or the third option is printing it. I print the paper and then printing the template on top. And this time I did get it right. Yay me. So as you can see, the lines are on top of the printed design, which is fine. It just really depends on how you want to go with it. And since I did plan ahead a little bit, I printed this on 28-pound paper because it's more sturdy. It's not as thick and bulky as cardstock, but it's a little more sturdy than just regular printer paper or copy paper, which is 20-pound. So 28-pound is really my go-to if I want something a little more sturdy. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and cut everything out and then show you how to assemble. It's pretty simple, but I don't want you guessing at anything, okay? So I'm just going to cut these out. Now, here's another thing. The template, there's these 2 on one page. If you want, you can squeeze, whoops, you can squeeze 2 of these on one page, don't you know, if you really wanted to. But this is the pocket, so you'll need to have maybe you have a scrap or something that you can use. I may just use like maybe a coordinating paper, scrap paper that I have. And I think I'm going to make 2 envelopes so that I can have a pocket on the front and the back. All right. Okay, and because I'm efficient, look at this. I could, if I cut carefully, I could just, it'll be a more shallow pocket, but I can just cut a strip, this strip that's left over. If I do that very carefully, I can make that into my pocket. This is just, you know, a guideline. I thought it was a pretty decent depth, but a little bit shorter, I don't think is gonna hurt. I'm gonna give that a try. All right, so that was the hard part. So now let's just fold. Okay, so now we're just gonna glue just a little bit right here. And the smaller flap gets glued down as well. Okay, now you can do just one pocket here, or like I'm going to do 2 pockets, one on each side, because you know what? Why not? The more envelopes, the better, right? The more pockets, the better. Just like us girls in our dresses, we like pockets. So let's. And like I said, this is more shallow than I originally had designed, but that's okay. I think we'll see if it doesn't hold it the envelope as well as I would like. Then you know what? I use a coordinating paper that's deeper. But you know, I think this might be just fine. All right, so let's see here. That. Let me go ahead and fold up one of these first, and that'll give me a better idea of how well it will sit in that little pocket. Okay, so let's see here. If I have that pocket like this, and then I stick this little guy in here like this, or even like this. I do feel like this is going to be more secure. So let me try one thing here. I really don't want to waste this. I think that's so pretty. But you know what? Coffee paper to the rescue. Always coffee paper to the rescue. You know what? I have something even better than coffee dyed paper. I have this paper from my friend Zoe that does different color dyes, and I think that looks really pretty. I think that kind of goes with the blues and the wintry scene. So so yeah, I'm just going to put that strip on there, but we're going to make it thicker and deeper with this. So let's just do that. And then I think I like that as kind of like the topping to the cake. All right, and then our cute little guy can go right there. And let's just do that one more time on this side. All right, there we have it. And this will tell me, because I know this paper, this will tell me this is my Christmas, my European Christmas market kit. All my leftover fussy cuts, all the bigger pieces. And you know, you can also, and I may actually do this. Let's see here. For the bigger one at least. Cut a little, a bit of a divot, I like to call it. I'm not sure if there's a technical term for it, honestly. But cut a little bit of a, I guess a thumbnail maybe. I don't know. Call it what you will. Just like a little thing there so that you can get into it a little bit easier. And you might want to do that with the smaller ones as well. So, and then these will be great for, like, you know, your words or the smaller objects. But then that kind of keeps it all in one little concise place. And as far as, let me see here. Here's the one tip about printing it on top of the pattern. Those black lines are going to show. If you don't want to mess with that, then you can print it on the back side like I showed you. Or one of my favorite things always is to just ink. That kind of camouflages it a little bit as well. Completely up to you. But there you have it. And as far as a closure goes, this is staying pretty tight, especially once I did the just kind of did the crease harder with my bone folder. I'm actually not going to be too worried about that, but you can always use different closures. Do a little circle here and tuck it, glue half of the circle here and tuck this into the top half of the circle. There's lots of videos on closures if you want to check that out. I won't get into that here. But there you have it. And you can do this, customize every kit that you purchase. And you know, you're going to have leftovers. Just create your own little fussy cut saver. Okay? All right, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you haven't yet bought the template, what are you waiting for? I'll have the link in the description box below so you can grab that for yourself. All right, we'll see you in the next video.